Okay, let's try that again. I did a recording, and well, apparently I didn't hit the record button. Shows you how much of an amateur I am. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate all our almost 50 subscribers. I think we're at 49 subscribers. I appreciate that. So today I'm working on our garden. We have a little small garden here that we got some tomatoes and peppers and carrots and some corn. I planted some Brussels sprouts for the first time. Right here, I thought they had gotten choked out by the weeds, but apparently not. We've been so busy that the weeds have started to overgrow our garden. We've got some zucchini and some garden beans and some acorn squash over here, right here, and a little bit of sweet corn down here in the back. You know, those sweet corn growing here. We got all these weeds in here we got to get out. And got a row of carrots here. Our son also planted a couple of jalapeno peppers. He's got a couple of them growing right there. And we got some tomatoes going right there. Got some blooms. We got to get this thing going. Oh yeah, and there's some tomatoes right there. Nice bigger tomatoes. I think these are our red beefsteaks. They're growing here. Got one over here that I think it's cherry tomato, but it's not doing so good. I'm not sure. I need to give him a little fertilizer or what. That's more. What are these? These are, yeah, big beef tomatoes, which got some blooms. I think that's what these are too, big beef tomatoes here. They got plenty of blooms. We just got to get them weeded and get them watered and get things going. Got the green beans going here. I'm going to go ahead and set you back up here. We'll get you turned around. Gotta have my coffee. Just better check to make sure that's videoing right. Oh yeah, we're a little opposite. Oh, hello. Sorry about that. There we are. That's a little straighter. There we go. Yeah, the rows aren't too awful straight, but the day I planted this, I was in kind of a hurry. We was getting water turned on for the first time, and I was getting in kind of a big rush to get it done. So my grandmother used to tell me when I was a kid, her and my grandfather, my mom, my aunt, my uncle, all they had a victory garden in their backyard. Their entire backyard was nothing but a garden. They called it a victory garden. They made enough, they grew enough food off that to feed the entire family of 5 for an entire year, plus a little extra. And they had chickens and in their backyard. They didn't have no cows or goats or pigs or sheep or anything like that, or horses or anything. And they're, you know, they lived in the city limits, so they were limited. But you know, we try to grow some of our own food to offset the cost of the rising cost of groceries in this day and age. And there's nothing wrong with that. Get some more coffee. What little bit we do grow in our garden saves us about $1,000 a year for our family. And there's quite a few of us Well, there's my youngest son, one of my middle boys, my wife and I, we live here. And then we got our 2 older boys who live elsewhere. And one of our older boys has got his wife. We try to share some of that with them, some zucchinis and green beans, things with them when we can, to help offset the cost. So, you know, for a family of 6, you know, 7 of us all total, it helps. And my in-laws too, you know, we grow a lot of zucchini. I'm telling you, we can get this garden straightened out, get it going, jumping and hopping. We'll be doing pretty good. We usually plant cucumbers. I planted cucumbers this year, but they decided they weren't gonna do much. My wife's gonna pick some more up, and where I planted them, I'm gonna replant them, only I'm gonna plant them in hills. I planted them just flat in the ground, straight from seeds, and I think the weeds choked them out. Although I might be surprised, there might be some pop up in there, like the Brussels sprouts. I thought the Brussels sprouts got choked out by the weeds, but a few of them survived, so we're gonna go with that and see where they go. Yeah, like I said, you know, victory gardens were a big thing back in the day. Grew a lot of plants. You know, when I was growing up as a kid, my mom and I, we had a garden in our backyard. It was huge. I think we grew enough in there to, actually we grew enough in that garden that we could, it was just my mom and I, so we could provide enough food for ourselves, my grandparents, my aunt, my uncle, my older brother. He was all grown up. He was about 20 years older than me, grown man out on his own. But we still grew enough in that garden that we could provide fresh vegetables and canned goods, home canned, for our family. And our neighbors as well, you know. We grew all kinds of stuff. We grew carrots, we grew peppers, we grew tomatoes, we grew beets. All kinds of things. And my mom, who, God rest her soul, who was a disabled woman, she broke her back when I was a kid. Yet she still managed to get out there and get in the garden and still do some weeding. She couldn't stay out there for very long, but she'd still get out there and do it. She did kind of a dumb thing when, you know, I was about 9 years old. She tried to pick up a swamp cooler. If you know what a swamp cooler is, you know how heavy them things are. Well, they had a small portable one in her bedroom. That thing was heavy enough by itself. I mean, by itself, that thing weighed 60 pounds. Now, I know a lot of you thinking that ain't heavy, but to a small woman, that's quite a bit of weight. Well, that thing, fill that thing up with water. Oops. Fill that thing up with water. It'd easily weigh over 100 pounds. And one day she picked it up and it was full of water. She was just trying to move it around. And she stepped wrong, or she didn't move right. She twisted or turned, broke her back. She had her disc in her lower back. So if you're doing stuff like that, be careful. That changed everything. At any rate, this is our little garden. This is what we're doing today. I appreciate the almost 50 subscribers we have. It'd be awesome to see us get to 100 or more. If you like the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. All that stuff helps out the channel. And we'll see you on the next one. Have a great day and a happy 4th of July. God bless you all.